Hola, clase, y bienvenidos a la lección del vocabulario 3.1, los cuentos y la niñez. Hello, class, and welcome to today's lesson on vocabulary 3.1, stories and childhood. Questions and answers. Here's what you're going to answer for your final conversation. Preguntas y respuestas. What were you like as a child? Say 4 things. ¿Cómo eras cuando eras un niño? Di 4 cosas. Short, boring, funny, distracted. Yo era bajo, aburrido, cómico y distraído. What was your family like when you were a kid? 4 things. ¿Cómo era tu familia cuando eras un niño? My brother was cruel, mom funny, father strict, cat was bad. Mi hermano era cruel. Mi mamá era chistosa. Mi papá era estricto y nuestro gato era malo. So, you may have guessed already that this is eerily similar to the lesson on the imperfect because you're using the imperfect to describe people in the past or things. And that's why you see era in every single one of these sentences, for was or used to be. Read it for now or not, and how. Eres diferente ahora o no, y cómo. I'm different because I'm more immature. Soy diferente porque soy más inmaduro. What you used to like to do and why? Say 4 things. ¿Qué te gustaba hacer y por qué? Di 4 cosas. I liked to climb trees, ride a bike, play with insects, and jump rope. Me gustaba trepar a los árboles, montar en bicicleta, jugar con insectos y saltar la cuerda. Where did you used to go when you were a kid? Say 4 things. ¿A dónde ibas cuando eras un niño? Di 4 cosas. I used to go to the beach, forest, mountains, and to bed. Iba a la playa, al bosque, a las montañas y a la cama. So you may have noticed in number 10, iba is, that's right, the imperfect of ir, meaning I used to. And in number 8, gustaba is obviously the imperfect of gustar. What was there in your neighborhood? ¿Qué había en tu barrio? ¿Qué recuerdas? There was an abandoned scary house. Había una casa abandonada y espantosa. Había. There was. What was your favorite story and why? ¿Cuál era tu cuento favorito y por qué? Favorite story was Little Red Riding Hood because I liked wolves. Mi cuento favorito era Caperucita Roja porque me gustaban los lobos. Más preguntas y respuestas. What was your favorite game and why? ¿Cuál era tu juego favorito de jugar y por qué? My favorite game was chess because I was smart. Mi juego favorito era el ajedrez porque era inteligente. What was your favorite food and why? ¿Cuál era tu comida favorita y por qué? Favorite food was candy because I was dumb. Mi comida favorita eran los dulces porque era tonto. What's your favorite song and why? ¿Cuál era tu canción favorita y por qué? My favorite song was Michael Jackson's Thriller because I was a kid in the 1980s. Mi canción favorita era Thriller de Miguel Jackson porque era niño durante los 80. It's only semi-autobiographical. What was your favorite movie and why? ¿Cuál era tu película favorita y por qué? My favorite movie was Ghostbusters because I was a kid in the 1980s. Mi película favorita era Ghostbusters porque era niño durante los 80. What's your favorite season? What was your favorite season? ¿Cuál era tu estación del año favorito y por qué? My favorite season spring because I was fascinated by the flowers flowering. Mi estación favorita era la primavera porque me fascinaba el florecer de las flores. Do you prefer your life now or back then and why? ¿Prefieres tu vida ahora o de aquel entonces y por qué? My life now because I'm less of a moron. Prefiero mi vida ahora porque soy menos imbécil. Childhood, la niñez. So before we dive into this vocabulary list, a little disclaimer. Normally, I get the vocabulary from CMS and I add about 75% more words to it. In this case, this list is so very extensive that I think I actually took some away. With that in mind, Sit back and relax. Repeat all the Spanish words after me. Maybe take a break of a day. Come back to it. You'll see what I mean. To climb trees. Trepar a los árboles. To jump rope. Saltar la cuerda. To ride bicycles or tricycles. Montar en bicicleta. Montar en triciclo. To play hide and seek. Jugar al escondite. To play tag. Jugar a la pilla pilla en España. Jugar a las traes in Mexico. So I did a little research on to play tag. And different countries say it differently, including different parts of countries say it differently. Those are two pretty common ones. But when you visit a Spanish-speaking country and you're wanting to play tag, you're going to have to ask them what they say by using sort of a roundabout way of describing what the activity is. To play house, jugar a la casita. To play with, jugar con action figures, los muñecos de acción, dolls, las muñecas, blocks, los bloques, toys, los juguetes, bugs, insects, los bichos, los insectos, stuffed animals, los peluches, pets, las mascotas. To play cards, jugar a las cartas or jugar a los naipes. To play checkers, jugar a las damas. Play alone, jugar solo. To have a good time, pasarlo bien. Más vocabulario de la niñez. To have a bad time, pasarlo mal. And when you conjugate this, the lo goes in front of it. Like I used to have a bad time, lo pasaba mal. To enjoy, disfrutar. To have fun, divertirse. To swing, mecerse en el columpio. To get bored, aburrirse. To get along well, llevarse bien. And all these se words are those reflexive verbs. Se, when you conjugate it, turns into me for I, te for you. For example, I got along well would be me llevaba bien. You got along well. Te llevabas bien, so on and so forth. Get along badly. Llevarse mal. Behave well. Portarse bien. Behave badly. Portarse mal. Fight, pelear. Win, ganar. Lose, perder. To hate, odiar. It's kind of taking a negative turn. To cry, llorar. To bother or annoy, molestar. To tell stories, contar cuentos. To collect, coleccionar. To be afraid, tener miedo. Más. To pretend to be, jugar a ser. Playing at being something. To explore, explorar. Spoiled, mimado. Adventurous, aventurero. Patient, paciente, impaciente. Mischievous or naughty, travieso. Strict, estricto. Selfish, egoísta. Curious, curioso. Creativo. Boring, aburrido. Well-behaved, bien educado, like well-educated, but it means well-behaved. Bien educado, badly behaved? That's right. Although this morphs or forges or becomes one word, mal educado. Playful, juguetón, juguetona. Bossy, mandón, mandona. And for 15 and 16, I included the feminine version because it's not obvious that words that end in on that are accented get an a for the feminine, but it does happen. It's a tiny little rule. Neighborhood, el vecindario or el barrio. Elementary school, la escuela primaria. Playground, el parque infantil. Daycare, la guardería. They're guarding the little kids. Often, a menudo, or frecuentemente. From time to time, de vez en cuando. Each, cada. Back in the day. En aquellos tiempos. Every day, cada día. Normally, normalmente, generalmente. While, mientras. Blank years ago. Hace blank años. Hace blank años. A very useful phrase. Fairy tales and legends. This is the second and final section of vocabulary. Not slide, section. Las fábulas y las leyendas. So you're going to read a bunch of stories and write a bunch of stories. Character. And this is character in a story. El personaje, events. Los eventos, plot. El argumento or la trama, climax. El clímax, detail. El detalle. El conflicto. Role, el papel. Like paper, but it means role in a story. Hero, el héroe, heroine. La heroína, which is the same spelling and pronunciation of the dangerous drug. So it would be the context in Spanish to know what you're talking about. La heroína. El protagonista. It's one of those ista words that always ends in a for male and female. A villain or wicked person. El villano or just el malo. El antagonista. The moral or the lesson of a story. La moraleja. To appear. Aparecer. To transform. Transformar. To punish. Castigar. Also to castigate is the word for to castigate. To betray. Traicionar. To put a curse on someone. Hechizar or echar una maldición a alguien. Más. To suffer, sufrir, to kill, matar, to save, salvar. King, el rey. Queen, la reina, la princesa, one S. El príncipe, kingdom, el reino. See how rey works its way in there? Knight, el caballero. Horse, el caballo. Don't confuse the two. Dwarf or little person, el enano, el enano. Fairy, el hada, which is actually a feminine word. Plural is las hadas. The reason we write el instead of la is because the sounds run together if you try and say lada. So it is feminine, but it gets the el in the singular. Magician, sorcerer, wizard, el mago. Witch, la bruja. Wise man, el sabio. Sabio. So you've got saber, to know. Wise man, el sabio. Sword, la espada. Magic wand, la varita mágica. Magic potion, la poción mágica. Más tower, la torre. Enchanted castle, el castillo encantado, or el castillo hechizado. Palace, el palacio. Wishes, los deseos. Magic powers, los poderes mágicos. In danger, en peligro. Frog, la rana. Mouse, el ratón. Snake or serpent, la serpiente. Bird, el pájaro. Wolf, el lobo. Fish, el pez. Dragon, el dragón. Accent. Rocks and stones, las rocas, or las piedras. God, el dios. Goddess, la diosa, la diosa. Warrior, el guerrero. Creation, la creación. Alright, so this appears to be the end of it since the words are starting to lower down on the screen. End, el fin, but not the end of this. Once upon a time there was, había una vez. The moral of the story is, la moraleja del cuento es, they lived happily ever after. Vivieron felices para siempre. Y ahora van a escuchar una conversación entre dos amigos. And now, a conversation between two friends. Hola. Hola. Buenos días. Buenos días, no. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo eras cuando eras un niño? No era como tu cara. O sea, era bueno. ¿Cómo era tu familia cuando eras un niño? Mi papá era un gigante y mi mamá era una cabra. ¿Es diferente ahora o no? ¿Y cómo? No, todavía no me gusta tu cara. ¿Qué te gustaba hacer y por qué? Me gustaba brincar por el bosque porque soy un fauno, obvio. ¿A dónde ibas cuando eras un niño? Iba al bosque, a veces a otro bosque. ¿Qué había en tu barrio que recuerdas? No había tu cara. ¿Cuál era tu comida favorita y por qué? A los bebés. Porque, porque no. ¿Prefieres tu vida ahora o de aquel entonces y por qué? Prefiero tu cara. Chao.